Terraria has a lot of things, a variety of biomes, hundreds of different enemies, and thousands of different weapons that you can choose from, and ultimately, basically an unlimited number of ways that you can play the game. But it now officially has one more thing that I didn't even know existed: fully licensed merch. Did you know this? Because I definitely did not know that this was a thing, and today's sponsor of the video, 86, was actually kind enough to enlighten me and send me this. Yeah, this is going to be a good old-fashioned unboxing video. Now, guys, before I actually get into the unboxing itself, I do want to say a little bit more on why I don't really take sponsorships here on the channel, and why I'm trying this first one out with 86 directly. Now, as I mentioned, they did reach out to me and were kind enough to just want to send me the package for my own review, which is great. As you know, I'm not much of an unboxing channel. I think I've only ever done one unboxing, in fact, and that was for the chair that I'm currently sitting in about 2 or 3 years ago now. But point is, I'm pretty picky when it comes to sponsors. Now, I have been approached from a few other companies, some that you may have heard of, some that just, you know, are obscure, and quite frankly, a lot of times it's simply a matter of they're just not related to the topic or the content that I like. I've never heard of them, and I'm just I don't know, ultimately not that interested. So it was a really kind of nice surprise to have someone like 86 approach me and actually have Terraria related content. It's very rare, I believe. I haven't actually seen or heard of anything that does it, and they're officially licensed and I guess working through Relogic directly, which is a welcome surprise. Now, another thing to mention, guys, is that 86 doesn't just do Terraria. They actually cover a host of other games as well, things like Mega Man, Tekken, Street Fighter, Persona 5, and a bunch of other ones. So if you're looking for some pretty funky merch with some pretty distinct art, you should definitely go check out the site. But when it comes to Terraria, guys, we've got this, and we're going to go ahead and get to the unboxing. Alright guys, so let's go ahead and unbox this thing. Now, I actually think there's going to be some pretty cool stuff in here. Not exactly sure what we're going to get in for, but I think there's some good potential. Now, that said, you know, like anything, it kind of depends on what you like. And if you're wondering what I'm using to open this, guys, it is a little screwdriver thing. I'm not prepared. You know, I don't do unboxings. This is how we operate around here. Because this video is in fact going to be sponsored by them, that does not mean I'm going to be nice to them about this. If I don't like the shirts, I will let you know. I'm going to sort of give you some general rundown on this, and yeah, give you my honest opinion, because I don't owe them anything, and I don't think they would appreciate me telling you that this is good when it's not. Well, off to a really good start here. Now, I love that they actually put in this handwritten letter. I don't know if you guys can make this out or not. Let me see if I can bring this a little bit closer here to our camera. Now, I think this is the kind of stuff that, to me, and sorry if this is shaking, guys, I don't know if you guys can necessarily read this, but it says, "Hi Tommy, we hope you love our collection of Terraria, so best wishes, 86 team." Now, it's a nice little touch. It's not necessary, obviously. It's a really nice little touch, but I think it's awesome. Now, at the top of this, guys, you can see we have a ton of really cool things. This is actually maybe the most interesting thing, but I'm gonna go ahead and save this for later. I'm gonna cover this at the end and why this is so interesting. So stay. I don't know if you guys can see this very well. Stay tuned for this. This is an odd one. So we're gonna go ahead and move this to the side real quick, and let's go ahead and cover some of the stuff. Now, as you can see, we got some t-shirts, guys. We've got a couple of stickers, it looks like. This one is quite shiny, and this one is, I guess, a little less shiny. I'm not sure which one I prefer. I kind of like the blue one more, I think. You know, these are the 86 symbol, if you've never seen it, but I kind of like that they include this. I think you can put this on a laptop, you can put this on your phone, you could do something kind of fun like that. But I probably lean blue. I lean blue on this one. Wow, there's a lot of stuff here. I didn't realize they were going to put so many. There are, how many t-shirts are there? Oh my god, there's 4 t-shirts? 5 t-shirts? How many hold on. Now, 1, 2, 3, and 4. Oh my god. All right, so there are 4 t-shirts, guys. I'm gonna go ahead and move this box to the side and go through this one by one. You know, it may be a little tough to see. Let me move this out of the way for you, and let's get this on the table. So first and foremost is going to be the t-shirts. We're going to start with this first one here, this black one from 86, so you guys can actually take a closer look. Now, I think that's pretty nice. Now, it kind of reminds me of like a record label one, or like the symbol you'd see for like 18 plus on the bottom of like a video game. The feel of this, guys, I mean, no one's gonna hate a black t-shirt. The feel of this is actually pretty nice. It does feel like it's actual like full cotton, maybe mixed with something. I'd like to actually check. Let's see what this is actually made of here. This is pretty nice feeling. Doesn't actually say. So something maybe I'll ask them. Does not feel like that kind of like you'll be sweaty in this because it's half made of like plastic or polyester or something, but a fairly basic t-shirt in a lot of ways, fairly straightforward, nothing too crazy, nothing on the back as you can see, but this one is kind of a nice one from them. So there's t-shirt number 1. This is the one that I'm probably most excited for because, as you guys know, guys, on the channel, I like to build stuff. And so this t-shirt right here, what I love about it is it's got an NPC build. You have obviously some exploration going on, you got a building, you've got all these little cool details. I love that each NPC is here. So it looks like you've got obviously your starting guide, you've got the merchant, you've got the nurse, you got a couple of our evil little eyes floating around, and best of all, you got your little character hauling in a bunch of awesome stuff. I gotta say, I do really appreciate this one, guys. I'm gonna put these on after so you guys can see what they look like as they fit, and I'll give you a little bit more detail on the finish. Oh, well, this one is just excellent. I mean, I don't know what it is. There's something about these t-shirts that to me, I don't know, what do I think about? I think of like a metal band, you know, like the Destroyers. I do like the way this one looks. I think this has like nice colors. Obviously you have mechanical bosses and stuff. So this one's really, really cool too. And the thing I actually really appreciate about all this, guys, is the custom art. This is like a pretty basic thing to do, you'd think, but not everyone does it. It doesn't feel generic. Again, the finish here feels pretty nice. I'm pretty happy with it. And I can't actually wait to try these on. Okay, so this one here might be my favorite, actually. You got the Eye of Cthulhu. It just looks really cool. It's got the clouds, you got a little bit of the Terraria background there. It's a really cool design. You get some really nice details here. It's hard to show on camera, guys, as always, as you might expect. Really, really like the way this one looks. It's kind of a burgundy-ish color. I know the lighting makes it maybe look a little bit brown, but this is definitely a red/burgundy. Really, really, really cool. I do love that they're doing these kinds of things. And yeah, hopefully this gives you a good idea on some of the t-shirts, guys. These are XL, I believe. Yeah, these are XL, so these will fit someone like me because, you know, I'm a fatty, but anyone else that's looking for something that is comfortable or, you know, smaller, you have a variety of different sizes. So let me go ahead and pull this away. This one is really awesome though. I think this one might actually be my favorite, that or the blue one. It's hard to tell. As a builder, I feel like I gotta like the blue one, but this one is pretty dope. All right, guys, so I know I quickly covered the t-shirts, but I actually obviously changed into one. As you can see, the Eye of Cthulhu one. And I gotta say, I'm really surprised with how well this fits. It feels good. It doesn't feel like cheap. And I'm gonna probably end up wearing this in the gym just to give it a shot, kind of put it through its paces and see how well it holds up. I do think this will probably eventually fade out pretty hard, especially if you scratch it up and stuff. But I think that's pretty normal on most t-shirts with print on it. I tend to wear plain t-shirts most of the time, so we'll see what happens. But again, this feels good. There might be a little thinness, a little bit of shrinkage around the collar, potentially once we wash it. I can't say for sure. Again, I'm really curious to see how these will hold up over the next little while. So I will be running you through the paces, I suppose, wearing them fairly regularly, probably wearing them on streams, guys, which, by the way, if you've forgotten, we do stream on YouTube and Twitch, so you can come check me out, and we'll hopefully be doing some building once these holidays have, you know, passed and people are back to their regular scheduled programming. By which I mean they're regularly programmed and scheduled lives, obviously. Anyways, with the t-shirts covered, what I really wanted to talk about was this. Now, I know it's a little hard to make out, perhaps, maybe not if I get the lighting right, it's a little bit too shiny, but this bad boy is the Zenith keychain, and for whatever reason, this thing, it's never in stock, so I'm really pumped that I actually got one. It's actually really cool. I'm not even going to take it out of the packaging, I don't think, just because I feel like it feels special, you know? The colors are great, honestly. I guess I can kind of see why people like this stuff. Like, I'm not a collector of stickers and keychains and that kind of thing, but I can kind of see why people might like this, and this is always sold out, so if you do see it on the site, guys, I highly recommend you grab it if you can, and you can see even the top ring there has some colors, so this is really, really cool. It's so cool to see some Relogic backed, you know, stuff. And again, as I've mentioned this before, you can see the logo right here. It says Relogic. Hopefully you guys can make that out. But this, to me, is where the sort of rubber meets the road. And I'm gonna, there you go, Relogic. Sorry guys, I'm not very good at this whole non-focusing of the camera, but that is really important to me. The fact that they work with the creators directly, I love that. I support this game fully. You know, I love that the creators are always doing updates, that kind of thing. So this is super, super cool. Now, the next thing I want to cover, guys, is one other small item. Again, similar sort of idea to the keychain, but this is an enamel pin. Now, some people are really big into these. Now, as you can probably make out here, it is of the Moonlord, which I think is super awesome. It's really cute, actually. The colors on it are fantastic, but the thing that's really interesting is that it says this is a limited run of 500. So there are not an infinite number of these things. They're only going to be, I guess, well, 500, maybe more, and hopefully you guys can make that out, but you can kind of sort of see what we're talking about. Now, the nice thing with the t-shirts and the stickers and the pins and that kind of of thing, guys, is that it's not just going to stay static. Now, obviously, there's a limited number of these things, but between the custom art, the custom feel, and design, it means that they're not always going to have the same things, and they are going to run through limited editions, which I kind of like. Like, I don't want my t-shirt to be the same as everyone else's necessarily. Limited edition stuff can be fun, not that I'm particularly largely into it, but it's nice to be like, hey, my t-shirt is unique, or this keychain is unique, or I guess sort of hard to find. There's things like that that, you know, scarcity, rarity are nice, but limited edition things can be kind of cool. Now, that said, guys, what are my overall impressions? Now, again, like I said, full disclosure, this video is sponsored by 86. They were kind enough to sponsor the video. But again, I'm not going to be nice about it. I do think the t-shirts are a lot better than I thought they'd be, quite honestly. Never really have high expectations for sort of merch and t-shirts and that kind of thing. I'm really surprised by the fit. It's a little hard to tell maybe, guys, but you can kind of see it fits well. It's got the right length. XL actually fits me properly. Doesn't look kind of like bad around here. I'm a little worried about the collar being a little thin. I think this will get kind of like all like frilly after a while, like a curled up piece of bacon. But the point is, it looks and feels really good out of the box. So as I test them, maybe they don't hold up quite well, but I do like the idea, again, that they're pretty good quality out the gate. Now, when it comes to the pins and the keychain types of things, guys, they're made of metal, they have great color, and I love the fact that they went with these iconic elements of Terraria. The Zenith, Moonlord, those are great. Now, that said, I don't really exactly know what makes good criteria, or what is good criteria, I should say, for a good pin or a keychain, but I like the way these look, and I think they're really kind of cool. I, again, don't fully understand why the Zenith keychain is always out of stock. I think that's really interesting, because if I thought of anything, I thought maybe it would be some sort of t-shirt or a particular t-shirt, or maybe if they eventually get to plushies, which may be on their menu down the road, I could kind of see those disappearing a little bit more readily. But hey, what do I know? So overall, guys, I gotta say, I'm really thrilled that someone's taking on Terraria in terms of merch, in terms of making these little items that you see. I think it's really fun. It's a little like piece that you can add if you're a fan of the game. So I absolutely love that. Now, that said, I do think the overall selection for their Terraria merch is limited. Now, I can obviously understand that Terraria is a fairly small or niche game in a lot of ways. Indie developer, it's not super widespread necessarily, but it's got its place. And I would love to see a couple more t-shirts, maybe some more keychains, or I guess stickers, just something else. Personally, though, the one thing I'd love to see down the road would be some plushies. I don't know. I would love to have a plushie sitting in the background behind me somewhere. I think that would be fantastic. Despite the limitations of what they offer in terms of variety, one thing I will give them credit for, much like the developers of the game, is they're constantly releasing small additional updates, or in this case, additional merch. So I know for a fact that ongoing today, they have an additional keychain and a new t-shirt that just came out. So it's nice that they're doing this and trying to keep the ball rolling here. So if you're looking for a selection, or I guess a different selection of items, you'll probably be able to find them. Now, I don't know if they're going to keep old t-shirts or old pieces around forever. They may just simply move off of them if they're not selling, that kind of thing, which again is totally fair, but I'm not 100% sure what that's going to look like down the road. So ultimately, guys, love the fit of the stuff, love the colors of the stuff, wish there was a little bit more variety, but overall, no complaints. Finally, guys, if you'd like to get your hands on some of this merch, please feel free to use my affiliate link, which is down below, which is simply 86.com/TommyTsunami, where I will get a tiny kickback for any purchases. In using that link, you will be supporting me directly, which is very much appreciated. Anyways, guys, that's pretty much it from me. So I do hope you have an opportunity to go check out their site. Go check out some of the merch, be it Terraria related or otherwise, and just go and see if there's anything that is of interest. Now, one thing I will say, guys, is I am a bit apologetic because I did not get an opportunity to put this video up in time for the holidays. They did have a Black Friday sale, but in the sort of background and behind the scenes of all this, I am trying to work with them to get you guys a future discount code, maybe down the road. So we'll be working with them to get that to you guys as well. No promises on that, but I'll do my best to maybe get you guys something that's a little bit more enticing for, you know, if you're got your eye on a t-shirt, or I guess, you know, a keychain or something. So I want to say one last big thank you to the 86 team for sharing all of this stuff with me. Again, guys, this is a sponsored video, but they sent it out to me free regardless. So it was nice of them to do that and to sponsor this at the same time. So hopefully I'll be able to work with them a little bit more in the future. And hopefully you guys will find some stuff that works for you. For now, though, let me know what you think in the comments down below. As always, thumbs if you liked it, subs if you loved it. We will see you in the next one.